Hello and welcome back to my channel. Hope you all are doing well. Hope you all have seen the previous video. In that video I was discussing about the brief introduction of tissue and also cover about the plant tissue and one topic of plant tissue, that is meristematic tissue. So in this video I will be talking about the permanent tissue. So let's start with the permanent tissue. As you all know, plant tissues are of two types, meristematic tissue and permanent tissue. Meristematic tissue वो सेल्स कंटेन करता है जो कॉन्टिन्यूसली डिवाइड होते रहते हैं. सो जब ये सेल्स अपने डिवीज़न की एबिलिटी को लूज़ कर देते हैं तो ये कन्वर्ट हो जाते हैं परमानेंट टिश्यू में. जब ये सेल एक परमानेंट साइज, शेप और फंक्शन परफॉर्म करने लग जाते हैं तो ये फॉर्म करते हैं परमानेंट टिश्यू. सो इस प्रोसेस को हम डिफ्रेंशिएशन भी बोलते हैं जो कि परमानेंट टिश्यू डेवलप करता है. So there are two type of permanent tissue, simple permanent tissue and complex permanent tissue. So in this video we will be talking about the simple permanent tissue. Simple permanent tissue क्या होता है? सिंपल परमानेंट टिश्यू उन सेल से बने होते हैं जो कि सिमिलर टाइप के होते हैं और सिमिलर फंक्शन परफॉर्म करते हैं. जो सिंपल परमानेंट टिश्यू है वो मेनली फाउंड इन द कंस्ट्रक्शन ऑफ ऑर्गन, एपिडर्मल लेयर एंड मैकेनिकल सपोर्ट. सो बेस्ड ऑन द फंक्शन एंड स्ट्रक्चर इट कैन बी डिवाइडेड इनटू three categories: parenchyma tissue, collenchyma tissue and sclerenchyma tissue. So we will be talking about parenchyma, collenchyma and sclerenchyma one by one. Parenchyma tissue. So parenchyma tissue contains living cells and these cells are spherical, oval or round in shape, as you can see in this image. This cell contains cellulosic cell walls, means cellulose is present in the cell walls and they contain high intercellular spaces between the cells, like you can see here. This is an intercellular space present between the two cells. Each cell encloses a large central vacuole and a peripheral cytoplasm containing a nucleus. So in this parenchyma tissue, I will draw it. You can see this is the cell wall. So in the parenchyma tissue large vacuole is present. So due to that cytoplasm and nucleus are present at the periphery here. So, okay. These cells are isodiametric, means these cells are same in shape and size and these cells are connected by the plasmodesmata. So there are certain modifications of parenchyma like chlorenchyma, arenchyma. So we will be discussing about the chlorenchyma and arenchyma. So chlorenchyma is that type of parenchyma tissue which contains chloroplast in it. It also helps in performing the photosynthesis. So these are found in the mesophyll of the cell. So mesophyll of the cell, what is mesophyll of the cell? As you know, this leaf contains epidermis. Epidermis is the outer layer of the cell. Okay, this is epidermis. So leaf contain upper epidermis and lower epidermis. In between these epidermis, mesophyll is present. Okay. So mesophyll tissue is differentiated into palisade parenchyma and spongy parenchyma. So what is palisade parenchyma? Palisade parenchyma is rectangular in shape and tightly fitted together so that intercellular space is absent in this parenchyma tissue. So it is present towards the upper side of the leaf and it contains high number of chloroplast in it which helps in the photosynthesis Okay, so the upper surface of the leaf appears more greener as compared to the lower surface of the leaf. Next is spongy parenchyma. So spongy parenchyma, as you can see here, large intercellular spaces are present in spongy parenchyma and they facilitate transpiration and gaseous exchange. So, and it is present towards the lower side of the leaf. Now Arenchyma is rounded cells with the large cavities like this. These cells are present like this, and high intercellular spaces are present in this parenchyma tissue, and it helps the aquatic plant to float in water because of buoyancy. So what are the functions of parenchyma? Parenchyma tissue helps in the storage of food and water. It also helps to perform the gaseous exchange and provide buoyancy to hydrophytes. Hydrophytes are the aquatic plants that are present in water. It also helps plants to maintain the shape. So next one is collenchyma tissue. It is often known as living mechanical tissue. So it is also a living tissue and it provides mechanical support to the plant. It also possesses pectocellulose thickenings and provide flexibility and mechanical support to the plant. Pectocellulose means the cell walls are highly thickened due to the presence of cellulose, pectin and hemicellulose. As you can see here, these cell walls are thickened at the corner due to the presence of pectin, cellulose and hemicellulose. These cells lack intercellular spaces and these cells are elongated and appear oval and spherical in shape, as you can see. So according to the thickness, it can be divided into three parts like angular, lacerate and lamellate collenchyma tissue. So function of collenchyma tissues are: these tissue act as a proactive measure for the plant to protect it against the tearing effect of wind. Collenchyma can provide plant parts with mechanical strength as well as elasticity. Collenchyma with chloroplast also perform the function of photosynthesis. So this tissue mainly helps the plant to provide elasticity and mechanical support to the plant, like if there is high wind pressure on the plant may not fall due to the collenchyma tissue. So next one is sclerenchyma tissue. So sclerenchyma tissue is a dead tissue. So when cell gets old, so all the tissue get converted into the sclerenchyma tissue. So it is majorly a dead tissue with the absence of a protoplast. So what is protoplast? Protoplast means cell with cytoplasm and other organelles. So in the dead tissue, all the organelles and cytoplasm are absent from the cell, only cell wall is present. So these sclerenchyma tissue cells are long and narrow with thick walls due to lignin deposition. So there are two types of sclerenchyma tissue, fibrous and sclerate. So we will be discussing about it one by one. So what are sclerenchyma fibers? Sclerenchyma fibers are elongated fibers with pointed ends and narrow lumen. As you can see in this diagram, this is a type of sclerenchyma fiber and it has pointed ends and narrow lumen. Lumen is the intracellular space in this fiber. This is lumen. So these fibers occur in longitudinal bundles where the pointed end of the adjoining fiber get interlocked to strengthen the tissue. It is found in all the part of plant that need mechanical support like leaves, petioles, etc. So the commercial fiber obtained from the plants of sclerenchyma tissue is jute, hemp, etc. So what are the function that sclerenchyma fiber performs? These fibers are the main tissue of the plant. These fiber can withstand all physical forces such as bending, compression, pull and shearing to keep the plant steady and intact. So आपने देखा होगा जब प्लांट ओल्ड हो जाते हैं तो बड़े बड़े ट्रीज में कन्वर्ट हो जाते हैं, जैसे उनकी बाक जो होती है वो बहुत हार्ड हो जाती है. सो जो ये सब जो होता है वो स्क्लेरेनकाइमा टिश्यू होता है. सो जब भी विंड का बहुत ज़्यादा प्रेशर पड़ता है या फिर आंधी तूफान आता है तो ये प्लांट्स जो है वो गिरते नहीं है, क्योंकि जो ये स्क्लेरेनकाइमा टिश्यू होता है वो इनको मैकेनिकल सपोर्ट प्रोवाइड करता है, जिससे कि वो एक जगह पे खड़े रहते हैं. ठीक है. सो नेक्स्ट वी विल बी टॉकिंग अबाउट स्क्लेरेनकाइमा स्क्लेरेट्स. सो स्क्लेरेट्स जो होते हैं वो हाईली थिकेंड होते हैं और स्फेरिकल और ओवल शेप के होते हैं, और ये भी आइसोडायमेट्रिक होते हैं. मीन्स कि जो ये सेल्स होते हैं वो सेम शेप और सेम डायमीटर के होते हैं, as you can see in this image. Or it is found in the hard part of the plant, like in the coconut. You have seen the coconut, it contains brown color husk outside it. Okay. So in tea leaves, fruit balls of nuts and seed coat of legumes. So what are the function of sclerites? These cells provide stiffness to the plant. They can also be found in the pulp of fruits and responsible for the grittiness texture of fruit like guava, pear, etc. So this is all about the simple permanent tissue, and in the next video I will be discussing about the complex permanent tissue, and we will be starting the topic of animal tissue. So if you liked my video, please hit the like button and comment. If you want any notes and anything you can't understand in this video, you can tell me in the comment box. Okay. So thank you for watching.